Afghan resistance molds formations of government in exile. Fighters, politicians, and generals will try to ape the Taliban's playbook while the extremists sleepwalk into civil war. The leaders of Afghanistan armed resistance against the Taliban have left the country and are regrouping with former senior figures of the toppled Ghani administration with the aim of forming a government in exile. Politicians, including ministers and parliamentary deputies of the deposed government as well as senior military figures, are in neighboring Tajikistan seeking financial and military support to bolster a former opposition to the extremists who took control of Afghanistan on 15 August. Former officials living abroad said Ahmad Massoud, son of the famed resistance leaders, and former Afghan Vice President Amrullah Saleh, who both led a short-lived resistance in the Panjshir Valley northeast of Kabul, fled across the border in recent weeks after their efforts to hold out against the Taliban were crushed. A former senior Afghan security official speaking on condition of anonymity said the resistance comprises three broad categories: supporters of Saleh and Massoud, National Resistance Front, former officers including generals of the Afghan National Defense and Security Forces, as well as senior officials of the former Defense and Interior Ministries and former ministers and deputy ministers. Discussions are in the early stage and the groups are yet to unite ideologically. They represent Afghanistan's various ethnic and religious identities: Sunni, Shiite, Pashtun, Tajik, Uzbek, and Hazara. Sources close to the movement said some major players, including warlords and ethnic power brokers, are cooperating from outside Tajikistan, with some expected of relocates there soon. Former President Ashraf Ghani, whose sudden departure on 15 August cleared the way for the Taliban to enter Kabul and declare victory, is not apparently part of the government in exile discussions. He is in the United Arab Emirates with a coterie of supporters, including former National Security Advisor Hamdullah Mohib. The prospect of a government in exile raises concern that Afghanistan could again be consumed by civil war. The lack of a state or wealthy individual sponsor for armed insurrection, however, makes it unlikely that the opposition, if it does coalesce, could back its aspiration with military might, at least for the foreseeable future. U.S. Sen. Lindsey Graham and Rev. McCusworth appear to be only cheerleaders so far for the Massoud Saleh team, and there is no indication the resistance has found a financial sponsor like former Rep. Charles Wilson, who famously backed the Mujahideen after the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979. But if a government in exile really does take shape, there is still the prospect of a regional proxy battle akin to what happened in Libya, said the former security officials. Qatar was the Taliban base during its negotiations with former US President Donald Trump when they secured an open path to take over the whole country. Qatar's rivals, the United Arab Emirates, now shelters Ghani. The two countries are at loggerheads in Libya, among other places. If the resistance is now trying to regroup in Tajikistan, that probably is because efforts to mount a last stand in the Panjshir were premature and built on unsteady foundation.